The attributes in Cyberpunk 2077 are extremely important, and knowing which ones to pick and why you should pick them are going to be really important as well. So let's go ahead and talk about that. Esava, this is LaserBolt, and welcome to today's video, guys. Today we're going to be talking about the attributes found in Cyberpunk 2077. These are going to be extremely important because they're going to determine what type of playstyle you want to have in the game. In addition to that, it's also going to determine how much you build your skill tree and also determine on which perks you're going to be unlocking first when you start off the game. So guys, attributes are extremely important. Before we dive in and talk about the attributes, I do want to remind you guys, if you enjoy content like this, drop a like, but most importantly, subscribe to the channel and turn on those notifications so you guys don't miss when our Cyberpunk videos go live. You guys are going to extremely want to make sure you guys are notified so you guys won't miss any Cyberpunk content, which you guys are going to be informed here first before anybody else. In addition to that, talking about Cyberpunk, we are going to be streaming it early, so if you want to see early access to Cyberpunk 2077, make sure you guys follow us on Twitch. Our Twitch link is down below, and I'll see you guys over there. In Cyberpunk 2077, we're going to have a total of 5 different attributes that we're able to pick and invest points in. The first one is body, the second one's intelligence, third one is reflex, fourth one is technical, and the last one is cool. These are 5 different attributes, and each attribute is going to determine our playstyle, because depending on how many points we want to invest in each attribute, it's going to depend on how we want to approach the game. Now, when we start the game, we're going to have a set of points that we're able to distribute across each attribute. It's a total of 22 points. Now, we are going to be getting additional points, but when we start the game, we're only going to be getting 22 points. And being able to pick where we want to invest these points in is going to be crucial. Today, we're going to be breaking down exactly, giving you guys a better idea of where these points should go to depending on your playstyle and why you should invest on certain points more than others. So let's go ahead and start with the first attribute, which is called body. Now this skill, guys, is going to be extremely focused on 3 particular things. Number 1, it's going to be focusing on 4 particular things. Number 1, it's going to focus on shotguns. So if you feel like you're going to be using a lot of shotguns in this game, then body's the one you want to go with. This is pretty much your tank kind of class type of thing. It's going to focus on 2-handed weapons. So that could be 2-handed blades, 2-handed guns. It's going to give you that dexterity for that. It's going to focus on athletics, and it's going to focus on melee. Those are the 4 form factors that the body attribute is going to be focusing on, which is extremely important. In addition to that, guys, it's going to give you physical capacities that can alter your lift, your push, and your carry, and give you a high potent melee damage. So if you feel like you're going to be lifting stuff, moving stuff around, and carrying stuff around, and you feel like you're going to be playing a lot with a shotgun and 2-handed weapons, then this is definitely a class you want to go with. It's pretty much your tanky attribute and something you have to consider. If you want to be bulky and tanky, then body is one that you really want to invest in. The next one we have, guys, is intellect. And unlike body, this only gives you one particular skill asset or one particular attribute, and that attribute is hacking. But with the addition of you being able to hack, guys, you're also going to be gaining a lot of more stuff, because this is also going to measure how fast you're able to solve problems. This ability is going to allow you to hack things and remember information, which is going to be extremely important in Cyberpunk, because you're going to have a higher level of intelligence, which is going to govern your ability to employ advanced hacking techniques when fighting. And it's also going to give you the ability of taking control. And it's also going to give you the ability of taking control of other people's minds, and also hacking other fellow Vs and getting information, or just turning them against each other. So really important, guys. If you feel like you're going to be playing the game a little bit stealthy and you want to make sure you're kind of just swarming around without being detected, then intelligence is definitely something you guys should definitely consider picking up. The next attribute we have, guys, is reflex. Now reflex is going to give you a total of 3 different attributes or benefits when picking this one. It's going to give you the advantage of improving your dexterity with handguns. It's going to give you the improvement of dexterity with rifles, and it's going to give you the improvement dexterity with blades. So I feel like you're going to be doing a little bit of more melee combat. You're going to be using a lot of handguns. You're going to pretty much go guns blazing, and you want to make sure that your accuracy is on point. You have very little bit of recoil. You have really good finishes. then Reflex is one that you want to consider. Now, with these particular attributes, you also get more enhancements, because this is going to be pretty much your combat focused, section, because it's going to give you, like I said, dexterity with the weapons. But in addition to that, it's also going to help you level up your physical coordination, which will affect the way you drive, the way you pilot, the way you fight, and overall how athletic you are. So if you feel you're going to be going around the map and you're having a lot of issues driving, or you're having a lot of issues parkouring, then you're definitely going to want to make sure you invest a lot on Reflex, because it's going to give you that. In addition to that, of course, you're going to get all the benefits of the handgun and also the rifle, which is extremely important and making you a little bit more precise with each individual weapon. Now remember, this is also going to open up a big plethora of different modifications you could do to your arm blade. So if you feel like you're going to be doing a lot of arm blading, then yeah, invest on Reflex. The next one we're going to be taking a look at is called Cool, and this is going to give you 3 different options that you're able to, attributes that you're going to be able to get from that Cool one. So we have Assassination, we have Nerve, and we have a sniper rifle. Once again, guys, if you feel like you're going to be stealthy, then this is probably one that you want to make sure you consider, because tied in with intelligence, these two kind of go hand in hand, because they're going to help out to solve a lot of things and also interact with more people. So basically what Cool is going to do, it's going to measure how well your character stands out in the streets. So you know how we talked in our previous video about street cred and how you're able to get that street cred? If you haven't seen that video, highly recommend you guys definitely check it out. Our link is down below. I'll check it out, and then you'll know how you can get street cred. But being cool is going to give you a little bit of upper hand on getting street cred faster. It's going to also help you reduce your fear. So in case you're in an area where there's multiple enemies and you're fearful, it's going to reduce that fear. It's also going to reduce the pressure, so it should be helping with sniper, or when you're getting integrated, or when you're in a room with a lot of people, you got to kind of maneuver your way around. It's going to help you on that. It's also going to reduce the physical pain and the amount of pain you would get for getting tortured, if you do get tortured. It's also going to determine how much you're able to last, or how much your willingness is to fight despite being wounded. So if you get shot or you get hit, it's going to determine how well you deal with that wound, and also how well you fight under fire. So are you going to stay cool and collective? Are you going to run? Or are you going to be able to shoot your gun without having to getting any nerve system in your body, and maybe missing a couple shots? Pretty much keeping yourself cool, it's going to determine how well you perform under pressure. Now, in addition to that, the positive vibes, right, or giving that nice vibe to someone you approach is going to be extremely important. And Cool's going to help you with that, because it's going to also measure how together your character is when it comes to dealing with tough situations, or how he appears to the public or the people. Does he look cool enough, or does he not look cool enough? That's going to be really important. So if you feel like you're going to be playing a lot of stealth, if you feel you want to talk your way out of a fight, or you feel like you're going to be in a sticky situation and want to keep it cool, then definitely invest some points on Cool, and you guys should be good to go. The last one we're going to be talking about, which is the 5th one, it's called Technical, and we only get 1 point or one particular nod off here, which is the Engineer. Now, Technical is actually pretty good, because it's also going to be going hand in hand with Intelligence, because remember, Intelligence gives us hacking. Technical is also going to be extremely important, because what this is going to allow us to do, it's going to allow us to enhance hardware. So we particularly get some sort of cybernetics augment for our eye or for our hand. It's going to allow us to even enhance that and make that even more powerful, because it's going to give us a lot of options to pick as long as we have that technical enhancement. In addition to that, if for some reason we find some sort of issue with a device, or we find a device on the ground that's broken, we're going to be able to fix that and repair that, which is really, really cool. So Technical would be very interesting to invest if you want to go with a more stealthy approach or a more hacker approach. Then investing on Technical is going to be extremely important, because it's going to help us not only upgrade our items, but also fix anything that goes wrong with them. Now, the question you might be having is, Laser, how are we going to get more attribute points? How are we going to get more perk points? How is that going to tie in? And how are we going to be able to level each and every one of them? So basically, the way you level up, if you see the screen right here, you're going to notice that we have points into each category, right? But in addition to that, if you see where it says hacking, where it says shotgun, two-handed weapons, rifle blades, and all that, you got a 2 out of 4, 3 out of 4, 8 out of 9. So all of these are going to be able to be upgraded or leveled up based on how often you're using it. So if, let's say, you're using a lot of handguns, then your handgun, the more you use it, the more you're going to be able to level that up. So it's going to go, eventually, if you use it a lot, it's going to get 4 out of 4. But in addition to that, you're also going to get perk points. Now, these perk points are going to be put into each individual category that you want to put this. So, for example, when we take a look at hacking, we already spent a total of 5 perk points into the hacking nod. So, if we want to keep upgrading our hacking or improving our hacking perks, then we're going to have to be investing those perk points. As to how many perk points we have, we don't know. And as to how many attribute points we have, we don't know. But what we do know is that we're going to start off with a total of 22 attribute points. So spending these wisely at the beginning of the game is kind of give us a determination on which path we're going to be leveling up faster and sooner. So now that you understand how attributes work and what they're able to do, let me know in the comment section down below which ones of these attributes do you think you're going to be investing the most points in. Will you be investing in body, reflex, cool, and intelligence, or technical? Let me know in the comment section down below and why you will be investing in this. Thank you guys for watching. Enjoy the rest of our Cyberpunk coverage. And don't forget, guys, subscribe to the channel, turn on those notifications, follow us on Twitch so you guys won't miss our coverage. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys on the next video.